Join as we dive with seals in Devon and reveal what it's really like. And yes, they're just as curious as you would think. First, let's take it back. After arriving at the harbour, we got our kit and walked across to the boat, where we began the around an hour trip out to Lundy Island where the seals were. It was a beautiful day and we were able to sit up top and admire the views. At the island, we could already see the seals in the water waiting for us. We geared up with lots of layers for the cold, which is around 10 degrees water temperature, and shuffled to the edge where we went in for our first dive. Upon our descent, we were soon surrounded by beautiful kelp, and it wasn't long before a few seals began to get curious. This one was so seemingly unbothered by us that it was possible to lie beside it and even stroke its head. Apologies, some of the footage on this first dive isn't the best. I was testing out a new camera mount on my mask, but I have even better footage for the second dive. But I'll leave you with some of this adorable footage before we get there.
There's so seal over there.
You see a seal? Oh, that interaction is like amazing.
There's one coming up behind you.
Awesome dive. Very, very cute sails. It was then back to the boat, using the cool diver lift for our surface interval before we could get back into the water. The second dive was even more magical. I'm going to let the footage do the talking, but these seals range from playing with each other, watching from a distance, and being ready to play, coming up and pulling at anything they could that was on us. But let's go back to the beginning of this dive so you can see the full variety of seal interactions. Now, before we dove, we were given a briefing about how to interact with seals, so we're not to chase them, corner them, let them come up to us naturally, and the dive operators don't feed them or do anything to naturally condition them. This is them really just playing in the wild and seeing what we're like. And this seal that was following us around quite a bit, we thought was a juvenile, and you can tell definitely smaller in size and very cute. Hope you enjoyed seeing this dive. It's definitely one that I would recommend, but be prepared for the cold with warm clothes to wrap up in after. We had lots of layers and were fortunate enough to be able to enjoy a bit on our way back to the harbour. As we had a bit of a drive, we decided to do a few other things in the area that we'd recommend. First, we stayed at Epchris house, which is actually paired with easy divers who we dove with seals with, which meant if the diving was cancelled due to the weather, we'd get our money back. The house also had fun activities like pool, ping pong, yummy afternoon tea, and nice rooms with great views and beautiful gardens, as well as amazing breakfast hampers and cooked breakfast to fuel the day. We also went surfing at Woolacombe beach afterwards, which was great fun and great for beginners as well because you could hire boards and wetsuits to get into the water, and we were even able to catch some waves. Before the drive back to London, we went to this quaint tea room at Hele Mill, which was basically a little oasis with brilliant afternoon tea, surrounded by wildlife and just water running, as you can tell by some of the audio. And it's also a working corn mill, so we were able to tour inside and see how it works with video and descriptor plaques.
We'll take it up to the top. And they can be adjusted for the thickness between the... So this is called a tensioning device.
And there were also some live demos, such as being able to grind your own flour, so definitely a great place to take kids to. Oh, it's producing flour! Thanks for watching, and if you like this, please consider subscribing for more.